Do you use no nonsense November tip day 5? Power of discipline to supersize and grow your business. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Let's talk about this today. I don't like the word discipline very much. I think we all need to have self-discipline, but as far as thinking other people are disciplining us or we need to follow other people's expectations, unless you're a parent and you've got kids or grandkids, of course, then yes, we need to teach them because we're teaching them self-discipline, which will serve them well throughout their entire life. I do like the thought of discipline and consistency, setting structure and things up for ourselves so that we can set ourselves up for success. That's why I share so many tools. I don't expect anybody to use all the different tools and strategies that I share, but I want you to pick and choose what works for you and make it your own, and then be consistent and true to that so that you get the results that you want in your business and in your life. So let's talk about discipline a little bit today. A lot of times we think that discipline and consistency and structure is restrictive, but actually it's just the opposite. It frees us up to have the time and energy to do the more creative things, the things we really love to do, by making the things that we have to do that need to get done automatic. I think of some things in my personal life that I really don't like to do. Let's be honest. I don't like to do housework. I know most women aren't allowed to admit that, but I hate housework. I never have liked it. One of my sisters absolutely loves it. It's just, it lights her up to create a beautiful home. Me, I want a safe, clean, and functional home, but I don't like doing housework. I do it. You got to do laundry. You got to do dishes. You got to do the things that maintain your level of cleanliness and existence, but I don't like doing it. But I still do it because I'm disciplined enough to know that I like the not doing it less than the actual taking the energy and the effort and making it a habit to do it. So, and we can do that in easy ways in both our business and in our life. If I don't like doing dishes, guess what? As soon as I eat or make dirty dishes, if I put them in the dishwasher, then they're out of sight, out of mind. I get a double hit of I'm being consistent. I'm taking care of things that I don't necessarily like to do. But then once it's done, and I only have to handle it once. Structure does not limit us. It creates the freedom for the things that we want to do. When you commit to your priorities, you create time and energy to follow through and pay attention to what truly matters, your area of expertise and genius, which is where all of us love to actually play in our business and in our life. Some things to keep in mind about this, and some things, I could tell so many stories about this. I think I've always been a pretty self-disciplined, well, not always. For a lot of my life, I've been a self-disciplined person. I went through a stage in my 20s where I wasn't very self-disciplined. Haven't we all? Like I was telling a friend yesterday, thank goodness they didn't have cell phones everywhere when we were growing up, because we would not want to be seeing things in social media coming up from our youth. At least I probably wouldn't. I don't think most people would. Routine supports our creativity. Freedom thrives on follow through. This is one of the biggest business lessons that I learned. And I think I even picked this up a little bit in college, because in college we'd work on teams. And on a team, whenever teams are assigned by your professor or by anyone, even in corporate America, or that we create ourselves, there's always some people that contribute a ton, right? It's the same in our communities and in our groups and in anything, right? Any committee, anywhere in life. Some people are go-getters and just contribute a ton. Other people contribute an average amount, some a little above, some a little below average. And then there's always a couple, one or two people on the team that pretty much don't do a darn thing, but want to skate and float on everyone else's effort. And it's just the way I've seen it happen time and time again. And I learned early on in college and in life that I was never going to be that person, right? I was never going to be the person that tried to take credit for other people's work when I didn't contribute anything to it. Now, I learned in corporate America, there's a lot of people that don't have any problem taking credit for your work and your effort and your ideas, although they had nothing to do with it, right? And it's just a lesson that we learn in corporate America, in life, in everything, right? Any committee you've ever been on, any group you've ever been a part of, it happens all the time. And you can take it as a compliment, or you can get really miffed and upset about it. Getting miffed and upset never helps anything. So you learn, lessons learned through time. And I'm getting off on a tangent. Anyway, My point is, I learned early on that if I do the things I don't want to do and I create habits and ways of handling them, then I don't have to worry about them because I just know they're automatically taken care of. Because we all have to do things in our business that we don't love. There's things we only, as the owner, need to be on top of and pay attention to. I'm going to tell you right now, based on bad lessons I personally have learned and experienced and have helped lots of people through, finances are something that you always have got to have your finger on the pulse of, or unknowingly, you might have let somebody into your organization who will take advantage of you. I've had that happen once really bad, once a little bit, didn't set things in place to make sure it wouldn't happen again, once really bad, and it will never, ever happen to me again. Those are some of the hard fought lessons learned in our businesses and in our lives. When people we trust betray us. Really sucks. So the power of discipline lies in doing what matters even when we don't feel like it. It's showing up every day in your business and in your life and in your relationships, even though some days you might not feel good and you might not feel like it. You just show up anyway. We do the best we can with what we've got right now. It's one of my favorite sayings because a lot of times we like to look back and beat ourselves up because we did or didn't say something or we did or didn't do something. And the truth is, in the present moment, if we always choose to do the best that we possibly can, given the circumstances and the situation, then we need to feel good about that. We can learn lessons from that and improve over time, but we can't beat ourselves up about it. So today, what are we going to do? We are going to, and I don't know if I shared an example of this, but what we're going to do today is we're going to pick one area that needs more consistency in it. I guarantee even I need more consistency, and I'm pretty darn consistent in certain areas and aspects of my life where I'm not as disciplined as I am in others. I'm pretty disciplined. I'm very disciplined in my business areas and aspects of my life. I think this is day 2,800, and I'm not looking at it. 30 something, 39 maybe, of showing up every day to create content. That's pretty darn consistent. I'm not that consistent in all areas and aspects of my life, but I am in some, right? But we all got improvement to make, which is why I say for our action item today, let's pick one thing where we know we could be more consistent or disciplined, and share in the comments below our commitment to do that for the next 7 days. I'm not going to say you have to do it forever, but pick one thing and test it out for 7 days and see if it makes a difference in your life. A couple things I'm doing as part of the No Nonsense November challenges. I think I've shared this. I'm pulling a card every day from a deck of cards that I like, and I'm reading and thinking about a saying from Dr. Wayne Dyer in his Everyday Wisdom for Success, because I think he was a fantastic human being and very, very wise, and I want to always be learning from wise people. So my page from Wayne Dyer's Success is: every single condition in your life can be improved if you learn to be more effective at visualizing what you want and having the intention to manifest it. So I'll think about that. I'll carry my card today because that helps me to pay attention to something that I obviously need to pay attention to because I pulled that card. And the card today is inspired action is always pleasurable action. So I'm going to ask myself, if I'm doing something today and it doesn't feel right or feel good or feel inspired, do I want to keep doing that, or do I want to find something to spend my time and energy on that feels inspired and then come back to the thing that I think I have to do? Or maybe I can delegate it. Maybe I can get somebody else to edit my about page for me. Maybe I can get somebody else to create a piece of content or do something for me today. All right. So what are you going to do today? Pick one thing, share it in the comments below. Be self-disciplined, meaning take responsibility and be true to your word to yourself. That's how I look at it. All right. Have an awesome day. If I can help you in any way, ask. Otherwise, I will be with you tomorrow.